Hey everyone, and welcome to Ray of Sunshine Tarot. I'm so excited that you're here. I use music, tarot cards, oracle cards, and lots of other things to channel messages for you. It's really fun, and this is our weekend check-in for June 27th through the 29th. And if you want to look deeper into any of these messages, you're welcome to order a reading on my Etsy shop, rayofsunshinetarot.etsy.com. And let's get into our weekend check-in. I hope it's a wonderful weekend for everybody. Leo, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross-watchers, welcome. Leo, know that I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you this weekend, I feel like you're going through a lot right now. And I feel like leaning on other people is going to be really important. Reaching out to friends, family, people who are healthy and supportive of you as you are going through this difficult time, expressing how you feel, and really letting people come in and support you. And sometimes people don't know you need that help and support unless you reach out. So don't be afraid to do that, because I feel like there is this energy of love and support around you that you could be using. And your guides are saying, like, lean on your friends, lean on the healthy people in your life that love you. And I feel like this may be, this weekend, it's going to be important to focus on grounding your energy, because maybe you've been going through so much. Maybe you've been in like survival mode for a bit, and just trying to get through whatever this is. And I feel like your guides are asking you to ground yourself and really focus in on connecting with your intuition and your divine guidance because not only do you have this love and support around you in the 3D, but you also have love and support around you in the 5D, and your guides are really wanting to connect with you, to help you, to support you, to let you know that you're not alone. And so spend some time in meditation or in nature and really ground yourself so you can make that connection. And it's also going to help calm your energy and ground. Yeah, that's going to be really important. And I feel like you're dealing with someone that you're expecting them to be reasonable and just work with you, and but they're not cooperating, and they're giving you a lot of grief right now. And the song that my guides wanted me to use to represent your energy come from One Day I'll Fly Away by Nicole Kidman, and they go like this. One day I'll fly away, leave all this to yesterday. What more could your love do for me? When will love be through with me? Why live life from dream to dream and dread the day when dreaming ends? I feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with, I feel like you're really tired of the same old, and, the lack of love and the connection. And I don't know, just really wanting to get away from the situation. And there's something specific that happened between you and this person that really crushed you. And I feel like that's the biggest reason why you're wanting support or needing support from others, because this is no longer your person. Whoever it is that I'm channeling here that's connected to you, I feel like you've decided this is no longer my person. This isn't my home. This isn't my family, my partner, whatever person we're talking about here. And my guides wanted me to share the quote, "Something inside me died that day, and it hasn't been the same since." So whatever happened that day, like, you changed this, and it also changed this connection forever. And it's like, in your energy, I'm picking up that there's no going back. So now it's like time to heal. It's time to work on building a new support system and building and having hope and faith for a better future outside of this connection. Now, the person that you're connected to, we have personal boundaries in reverse. And you can see the imagery in this card. This woman almost looks afraid, and I think she's building boundaries, but it looks like she's escaping something. So if you left this person behind, this person doesn't like that they've been left. And they don't like that you have boundaries. They're wanting things to go back to the way they were. And I don't know. I was about to say when you could be easily manipulated or something like this. I don't know if it's bad like that. But that's what I'm picking up. And the song that they want me to use to represent this energy come from Wear the Mask by the Amazing Digital Circus. And they go like this. I'll weave myself into a new shape for you. Twist the corners of my mouth when you're around. Hang on every word that you say. You're a performer, no more than a clown. I'll live in the spotlight, not getting it out quite right. When I mess up a little, keep me up all night. In a loop, fight or flight, I feel the safest under porcelain and paint. So this person's kind of freaking out right now too. Maybe because you have put up these boundaries. This person feels safer behind a mask, but maybe it's almost like as you are leaving them and putting up these boundaries and choosing to protect yourself, seeking support outside of this connection and everything, this person is freaking out because their mask is cracking and it's falling apart. Like this facade they've been living, it's like the way you are escaping them and, really leaving this time. They're freaking out because now they can't pretend like they have it all together, or they can't pretend like they're some great person when they haven't been, or something like that. And the quote that they wanted me to use to represent their energy goes like this. I waited for you to come back to me to talk through what had happened. Usually that's all it would take. And I give you space and then you just disconnected without telling me you moved on. What happened to you? And whatever happened to you, I don't think this person realizes how much their behavior affected you that day. The day that, changed you in this relationship forever. I don't think this person realizes how that changed everything. They don't understand. They don't understand. But it must have been something pretty bad because their mask is falling and they're freaking out. So maybe they know, but they just didn't expect you to actually put up boundaries and leave them or something like that. The energy of your connection is being represented by this card, the Mind, and it says openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. So yeah, I feel like you're both learning a lot from everything that's going on here. And I feel like, on both sides, things are being learned. And so even though this is a really difficult situation, it feels really heavy. Even though this is difficult, growth and learning are happening here for both parties. So that's the energy I'm picking up for you this weekend. Leo, I hope this was helpful and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Gemini, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Gemini, I know these readings can always go vice versa. So what I'm seeing here in this energy check for you this weekend is you're actually receiving a lot of divine guidance and inspiration. Your third eye chakra is open regarding this situation, but there's this, it's almost like you may be having a difficult time trusting what has come through for you or what your intuition is trying to tell you. And there's like this fear of missing out on pleasure, on like something that, there's something that you're fearing missing out on, but it's surrounded by this divine wisdom. And so it's kind of like you're at a choice point, or like there's something really important that you're trying to decide, but it's like, I would have to give up something to follow this path, or I would have to, and it's something that makes you feel happy, or something that you feel would make you happy, or something like this. And The lyrics that my guides want me to share to represent this side of the reading come from Off He Goes by Pearl Jam. And they go like this. Said he'll see me on the flip side. On this trip he's taking for a ride. He's been taking too much on. There he goes with his perfectly unkept clothes. There he goes. I feel like, yeah, there's this energy of this fear of missing out and kind of like not settling down kind of energy that's coming out here. And my guides wanted me to share this poem to go along with this side of the reading. It says, you said we were just talking, just hanging out, just seeing where things would go, but I memorized the way you said my name. I waited for your texts like they were answers. I stopped entertaining anyone else because even if we weren't official, it felt like something. Like maybe we never had the talk, but we had plans, inside jokes, late night calls. You told me things you never told anyone else. I let you see parts of me I usually keep guarded. Maybe we weren't official, but I still lost something when you pulled back. And what hurts the most is there's nothing to point to, no title to explain the ache, no anniversary to mark the ending, just me sitting with feelings I was never fully able to have. I tell people it wasn't serious. I laugh it off, say it was nothing really. But if it was nothing, then why do I miss you at 2 a.m. when a song comes on that sounds like us? Why do I still check your page? Like maybe you'll remember that what we almost were. You said you weren't ready. You said it wasn't about me, but you stayed close enough to keep me hoping and distant enough to never actually choose me. I don't blame you though, not fully. I think a part of me wanted to believe that love could grow out of almost. That if I just stayed patient enough, soft enough, you'd realize that what we had was worth turning into something real. But I've learned if someone is unsure about you, then that is your answer. If you're the only one trying, that is your closure. So we never dated, but I still had to unlove you. Still had to stop reaching, stop replaying, stop waiting for a message that was never coming, because what we had might not count to anyone else, but it counted to me. And even if it didn't really end, I still had to heal. So there may be an energy attached to you that maybe like just friends type of situation. But I feel like to this person, this relationship is something more. And let's get into their energy and maybe it'll become more clear. So your person's energy is being represented by desires, and I cannot show you this card fully. Desires. And the bottom it reads, goals, passion, craving, fulfillment. I feel like this person really desires you and desires a connection with you, but they are in so much fear because there's a lot that they don't know about you, your intention, where you're going with things, and what matters to you. And this is someone that may just be friends with you right now, but they haven't spoken more about how they feel or something like this. The lyrics that they want me to share to represent this energy come from Distrust or Fear by St. Finnegan. And they go like this. Sorry, my kids are being loud. The bed I lay on isn't safe. My pupils wide, my body aches, and I can't sleep, so I draw a bath 3/4 full up to my umbilical to find some peace. Existential what ifs, catastrophic ruckus, they're on repeat. Yeah, so this person may be catastrophizing right now, this relationship, really worried, but they're also mending a broken heart because this person chooses you. And chooses you and nobody else. And the quote that they wanted me to share to represent their energy goes, I will always choose you. If I want someone to hug, it's you. If I want someone to talk to, it's you. If I want someone to put my all into, I will always choose you. I don't want anybody else. It's always been you. So I feel like Yeah, there's someone who's deeply in love with you, but there's kind of like this non-committal energy coming from your side. I don't know. And I just feel like the energy of your connection is actually the throat chakra in reverse. And this is saying that there's a lot that needs to be said to bring clarity to this relationship, to maybe like ease some fears, or like get really clear about where everyone is at. And then I think it'll be easier to move forward from a place of knowing instead of a place of fear or confusion, or just kind of like not knowing where someone stands. I think that's where most of the fear is coming from. But worst case scenarios are being assumed, and I don't know. But that's the energy that's coming through for you this weekend, Gemini. I hope this was helpful and brings some clarity for you, and I hope it's a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Cancer, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Cancer, now these energies can always go flip-flop. So what I'm picking up for your energy or the person connected to you is actually this card. It's called Pleasure. I feel like this person may be overindulging this weekend due to the stress. Again, this could be you or the energy attached to you, due to the stress of things like falling apart. It's weird because I don't even know what this is. I don't know if that's like a tablecloth or something, but it looks like a waterfall or like something melting and falling apart, like dissolving into nothing. And this person is like, it's too much to carry, it's too much to worry about, so I'm just going to drink the weekend away. The lyrics that my guides want me to share to represent this energy come from Surface Pressure from the movie Encanto. And it goes like this: under the surface, I hide my nerves and it worsens. I worry something's going to hurt us. Under the surface, the ship doesn't swerve as it hurt how big the iceberg is. Under the surface, I think about my purpose. Can I somehow preserve this? Line up the dominoes, a light wind blows. You try to stop the tumbling, but on it goes. This person is feeling in danger. And I feel like it could be because you have walked away from this connection, or someone walked away from you. The quote that they want me to use to represent this energy goes like this: when the disrespect in the end was so loud to the point memories hold no value. You may be feeling this way, they may be feeling this way. Whoever walked away feels like the disrespect in the end was so loud to the point memories hold no value, and that's why everything's dissolving, everything's falling apart, because something happened that really broke this connection. Now, the energy attached is, I don't know who this is. Like I'm saying, the energy attached to you, Cancer, is the third eye chakra. And the lyrics that they have representing this energy is from Free by Charlie Puth, and they go like this: free is the grass that's right under your feet. Free is the sky underneath your wings. Free is the wind and the river flowing to the sea. Free is the feeling they can't take from you. No walls can keep you from your dream. Free is just knowing that you were born to be free. So this person is processing a lot of trauma and abuse from this connection this weekend. But it's like, as they're processing it and working through it, they feel so free. And it's almost, there is some regret here on this person who's drinking a lot, or like overindulging or numbing out. They have a lot of regret, and that regret may be so big that they can't handle their own emotions, and that's why they're doing this. And because now I feel like they see the bigger picture, they understand, they're like seeing what it is that went sideways, what it is that went wrong, and they may feel so overwhelmed by all of that and all that it dissolved that they're having a really hard time being in their own energy without numbing themselves. And my guides wanted me to share this video that I made as it is relevant to this reading. I'll share that after I share the energy of your connection. We have inspiration. So yeah, I feel like this person is having an aha moment about what this connection meant. You know, you or the person connected to you is feeling so free, and someone is having an aha moment about what this connection meant to them, to, you know, like what it was and how important it was, but it may be too late, and because so much has dissolved because of their actions. So that's what I'm getting for you. I'll share the video, and then we'll just close the reading. I hope this was helpful for you, and we'll talk to you next time. My kids and I just finished reading The 100 Dresses. It's a classic that I didn't know anything about. But for those of you who also don't know anything about it, it's about a girl who gets made fun of. She's like bullied and an outcast because she doesn't wear the fanciest clothes. And she tells everyone that she has 100 dresses at home. And they tease her about it. They're like, how could someone like you, someone so poor and like worthless like you, have these 100 dresses? And in the end of the book, she wins a contest, an art contest, by drawing like all of her drawings that she drew of these dresses. So she was telling the truth the whole time. She had 100 dresses, and she told everybody about them in detail, and everyone teased her for it because she kept showing up in her shabby blue dress every day. And in the book, she moves away because she's treated so poorly by the people in her school. When they find out that she was actually telling the truth the whole time, they felt so bad for making fun of her, for bullying her every single day, because she was the target of all of their anger and frustration, and, you know, and their fun as well. They had a lot of fun making fun of her. And I was just thinking, in the end of the book, long story short, they feel so guilty because they see into her world and they see how incredible she is, and that she's this amazing artist, that she was telling the truth the whole time. But it's more than that. They discovered also how much she loved those who bullied her and how much she cared about them, even though they treated her terribly. And the end of the book is this girl just feeling really bad because she can't take it back. She can't like fix it because, you know, and I think that happens a lot. Like, it's very easy to target someone. I've been targeted by a lot of people, actually. And it's easy to target them and gang up on them and bully them. Especially as an ex-Mormon, we are targeted a lot. And people assume that they know what's going on, and it's not until they see the bigger picture that they actually understand what's going on, and they see into the world of someone who values integrity and actually loves people, and that's why they talk about it. If I didn't love anyone, especially the people in my family, I wouldn't have said a damn word, and I would let them continue to believe and be taken advantage of by the narcissistic organization. I would have allowed it if I didn't care about them, if I didn't speak up, if I didn't say something. It's just a tragedy that they're not going to see that, and they're not going to, you know, see the love that I have had for them this whole time until it's too late. Aquarius, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Aquarius, know these energies can always go flip-flop. And if you heard page turning in the background, I have a visitor, Ava Bloom, sitting on my bed reading her book. Okay, so the energy I have representing you this weekend is faith in reverse. And I feel like you trusted someone that you're wishing you hadn't trusted. Because they ended up betraying you. I feel like you already know about this, or this weekend this is unfolding somehow. And the lyrics that my guides want me to share with you come from Wear the Mask I forgot who sang it, but it goes, hard to tell, hard to see. Is the show for you or me? Just a way to be relieved of all responsibility. Where does it end? Where do I start? Am I the face and not the heart? Am I the actor of the year or just the part? I feel like you've been dealing with the actor of the year, actually, and I feel like you feel super betrayed. And yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, you may be losing your faith in humanity at this point, because maybe you trust this person a lot. Maybe they told you, you know, a story as a way to be relieved of responsibility of something. Yeah, and they were wearing a mask the whole time, and now you're seeing that and you're like, wow, can I trust anybody? Like, what? And because of that, my guides want me to share this quote. It says, here's how you know someone will betray you. Those who cannot fix their own life will often end up breaking yours. This law has shown up again and again in my life, and you'll see it too. It's always the ones stuck in the same place year after year who become the hardest to be around. They tend to expect the worst and turn small problems into big ones. But those who are moving forward, well, there is a different energy around them. They carry intention, because someone who is stuck in a self-destructive life will eventually destroy the good around them too. And that's a quote by Mark Hamilton. So that's what I'm picking up for you. I feel like you're learning a lot through this. Whatever is going on, you're learning a lot through this. And the person that you are connected to this weekend, the energy is coming out as emotions in reverse. This person may be very internally, emotionally imbalanced. They may present themselves like they got it all together, but like inside, and maybe it's coming out in reverse because this is extreme mood swings. This is like, I thought I knew you yesterday, but now I don't know you at all. This person may go back and forth between ideas and plans, but it seems like they are choosing to do something now, and they're very committed to that choice. And I feel like it's actually approaching someone else. And I feel like that's why you feel betrayed, because you were in this connection here, and now this person's like, anyways, I'm gonna switch up on you all of a sudden. And I feel like it's really painful, really shocking, and it's happening like this because this person is in a self-destructive state of being, but also really struggling within themselves. They don't know where they're going. I think they know where they're going, but they don't, maybe they don't know what they really want or something. They're kind of very wishy-washy energy coming through as well. So I'm really sorry, Aquarius, because I know that can be really painful. But the lyrics that my guides want me to share to represent this person's energy come from The Words by Christina Perri, and they go like this. All of the lights land on you, the rest of the world fades from view, and all of the love I see, please, please say you feel it too. And all of the noise I hear inside, restless and loud and spoken and wild. And all that you need to say to make it all go away is that you feel the same way too. So, and then we have the quote, I will always choose you. If I want someone to hug, it's you. If I want someone to talk to, it's you. If I want someone to put my all into, it's you. I will always choose you. I don't want anybody else. It's always been you. So, yeah, this person, I don't know, they're choosing to go towards someone else and kind of leave you in the dust. And I feel like this is really painful. And I don't know if this person realizes how much their inconsistent behavior leaves like broken hearts in like a path of broken hearts behind them or what. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm seeing here. The energy of your connection are the dreams in reverse and action. And I feel like, yeah, this person is feeling very determined to go towards someone and is kind of like shattering the dreams that you had with them. So That's what I'm seeing here for you, Aquarius. I'm really sorry about that. If this is resonating, I'm sorry about that. But I hope this was helpful to kind of get insight as to what is going on. And so that's it. I hope you have a good weekend anyway, and we'll talk to you next time. And welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Virgo, know that these energies can always go flip-flop, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo, is that this weekend you're feeling so light and free because you're finally able to, just show up in the world as you truly are. And yeah, your soul expression has been liberated. You no longer have to walk a fine line to please other people. You never have to, you don't have to hide yourself to be accepted anymore. And I feel like it's because you left a specific environment and you've been liberated. The lyrics that my guys want me to use to represent this side of the reading come from Pills and Potions by Nicki Minaj, and they go like this. All the bridges you came over, don't burn that yet. They want respect, but they ain't earned it yet. Self-righteous and entitled, but swearing on the Bible that they love you when they're no different from your rivals, but I still don't wish death on them, I just reflect on them. So yeah, maybe you were around people who were very judgmental of you, who are very cruel of you. Maybe they're wanting you to not burn the bridges that you have crossed, because you may be leaving these people behind. I feel like you love these people anyway, but you know that having them in your life has been very damaging, very toxic. And there is one person in particular that I feel like you have no intention of reconnecting with. And I feel like this could have been a very abusive relationship. There may be a history of abuse here and a lot of manipulation, mind games, and control. So it may have been very difficult to leave and set boundaries here. And maybe even as you are leaving, this person is trying to manipulate you into staying, or to manipulate you into feeling like the path you're walking is wrong or something like this. And my guides want me to share this video in this portion of this reading. I am hoping that none of you are dealing with this energy, but I think the main message, because for some of you it will not be this severe, but for others it will be. And they're saying it's okay to put yourself first, even if someone is being very extremely toxic and trying to make you feel guilty for it. So we're going to watch the video really quick, and then we'll move on to the energy attached to you. Honestly, if your narcissist threatens to unalive themselves because you have a boundary, because you said no for the first damn time in your relationship, because you said no more abuse and really stood your ground and called for change, and then they threaten to unalive themselves, so you back down from standing in your power, so you crawl into a corner and hide and allow them to abuse you more. This is one of the most common abuse tactics that they use. And I didn't know that. I learned all about it in the women's shelter. And so, yeah, what they'll do is they use that to control you because you love them. And they know how much you love them. And because you love them that much, your boundaries in their mind will dissolve if they threaten that. And that doesn't mean you should change your boundaries. That means you need to see through this game. And also, when you leave them, when you have finally had enough and you're done with this game, and they threaten to unalive themselves because you left, because you're done, again, that is not your responsibility. Everyone is a grown-ass human being, and they get to choose if they're going to grow and progress or if they're not. That's not your responsibility. And again, oftentimes they're not going to do this. It's just a control tactic. But if they do, worst case scenario, if they do, I learned this in the women's shelter as well. It has nothing to do with you. It never had anything to do with you. And honestly, if they do that because you left, if their narcissism is that extreme, and their instability in their mind and heart is that extreme, consider your leaving the best choice you have ever made for your safety. Again, Virgo, I really hope you're not dealing with someone like that, but if you are, know that it's okay to put yourself first, because it's like if you stayed connected to the situation, it would suck the life force energy out of you. Your light, your purpose would dissolve into the toxicity of the situation here. Now, the person attached to you this weekend, their energy is being represented by the throat chakra upright and money in reverse. This person may be having financial issues and they have something that they want to say to you. The lyrics that they want me to use to represent their energy come from Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight, and they go like this. LA proved too much for the man. He couldn't make it, so he's leaving the life he's come to know. He said he's going back to find what's left of his world, the world he left behind not so long ago. So this person has made a decision that they want to return to you, and a part of that has to do with, you know, they thought they were going to go be a star and have all this success in their life, but those are lyrics from the song, but it's not working out for them. They are in a financial crunch, and if this isn't finances, this could be like they're feeling disempowered, they're feeling devalued where they are or something like this, and they want to be attached to your energy because maybe they perceive you as someone who's doing okay or doing well. And the quote that they wanted me to use to represent this person's energy goes like this. I don't want just anybody. I want you, only you. You are my forever choice. And I'm actually picking up the energy of an opportunist, actually, in this person's energy. This person may have left you because they felt like life would be better somewhere else, and now they're coming back around to the world they left behind not so long ago. So because it didn't work out, and maybe, yeah, they see that, again, attaching to your energy is going to benefit them somehow. And the reason I say that is because the energy of your connection is being represented by the heart chakra in reverse. And I just don't... There's not an open heart here. I don't know that this is a heart-centered connection, especially with this opportunistic energy coming through on their side. And yeah, I feel like you are, it's really, yeah, I feel like you're reflecting on these people, the situation, and you don't wish any ill on them, but you're also not going to be manipulated for the benefit of an opportunist. And so that's the energy that's coming through for you this weekend, Virgo. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Pisces, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross-watchers, welcome. Pisces, know these energies can always go vice versa. And what I'm seeing here for you this weekend, I don't know if you're working on something creatively that other people have a problem with, or if this is just your life in general, your position as a divine creator, the divine creator of your own life, yeah, and like the way you express yourself. And yeah, this could go really deep, actually. This could be the divine expression of you is not allowed to be in the environment that you're in. And because of that, it's almost like you have to deny your soul's path to be where you have been. And that's really, really painful, especially if you know you. And you know why you're here, you know what feels in alignment and what doesn't, but you're connected to people, energies who are not allowing that expression, or are like kind of letting you know that if you express yourself this way, if you live this path, if you do this thing, we're not going to want anything to do with you. We will not accept you, we will not love you, something like that. And I feel like because of this, you may have had to make a decision that broke your heart, or is breaking your heart if you're currently deciding this, but it's to bring you peace, to help you be on the path you're supposed to be on. and express yourself as you came here to be. And this weekend, you may be processing a lot of grief about that, or really working on mending your broken heart, because I feel like the people who were not accepting you as you are were very important to you, or are very important to you, is actually what I want to say. And your guides want you to know that you're in the middle. This is a journey a lot of people have to go on, because especially as a chain breaker, this is the path of a chain breaker, and choosing to not abandon yourself, to be in alignment with other people, rather, like really sticking to your path and purpose no matter what. That's what a chain breaker does. And so celebrating you is what I will say, but also it's like this grieving period that you're going through is a part of the journey. And as a chain breaker myself, I totally understand this part of it and how painful it can be. So I'm sending you a lot of love, and I hope you know that you're not alone, and I hope you reach out to other chain breakers who understand. The lyrics that my guides want me to share with you to represent your energy this weekend come from The Middle by Jimmy World, and they go like this. Hey, they're all the same. You're doing better on your own, so don't buy in. Just live right now. Just be yourself. Doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. And I don't know if the people who are not accepting you as you are people from your family or not, or it could be someone that you're living with. The energy that that's coming through the card that's coming through to represent the energy attached to you this weekend is the crown chakra upright. And I feel like this is someone who feels like they already know everything. They know everything about you. They know everything about everything. And they want everyone to listen to them because they know everything. And maybe you have listened to them in the past, and it's like, but I got so misaligned doing that. And when we're living misaligned with our truth and authenticity, so many things can malfunction. Even our bodies can get sick because we're not living our truth. And the song that they want me to use to represent this person who knows everything is It's My House by Diana Ross. And in the lyrics, she says, it's my house and I live here. It's my house and I live here. So, I don't know if you're living with this person, and because you're living with this person, you can't show up as in your authenticity or something like this. And this person, they have a problem here with you speaking the truth or you being authentic to yourself. And the quote that they wanted me to share to represent this person's energy goes like this. Why do some people think there's something wrong with you? And the answer he gives is, it's because I tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. So maybe you're a truth teller. Maybe also you are an authenticity liver. You live in your truth, you speak the truth, and it's kind of like this person doesn't like that because it challenges all the things they claim to know. So that's kind of what I'm getting here for that. The energy the energy of your connection is being represented by this lion here, gut instincts. And it says intuition, knowing, sensing, and trust. I feel like this is inviting you to stand in your power. And if you are around someone who's trying to take that away from you, or if you're around someone who feels like they're the head of the house, the head of the family, the head of your life, it's time to reclaim your power from that so you can live in alignment with who you are and who you came here to be, because no one is allowed to take that from you. So that's kind of the energy check that I'm seeing for you this weekend, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Aries, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross-watchers, welcome. Aries, know these energies can always go flip-flops, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you this weekend is that you are very aware that you are around some distorted energy. This card reads music, silence, rhythm, vibration, and sound, but it's in reverse. And I feel like, yeah, you're very aware of this. It's a group of people, person, family dynamic, some sort of belief that you're around that's, yeah, it's imbalanced. The lyrics that my guides want me to represent, to use to represent your energy this weekend come from Chained to the Rhythm by Katy Perry. And the lyrics go like this: turn it up, it's your favorite song, dance to the distortion, turn it up, keep it on repeat, stumbling around like a wasted zombie. Yeah, we think we're free, drink, this one's on me, we're all changed to the rhythm. I feel like you're very aware that these people that you're connected to in your environment are changed to the rhythm. And it's almost like you can speak that, you can say that, but you may fear loss if you do. Like if I speak my mind, if I set a boundary, if I say something, I'm going to lose them because they don't want to hear that they're dancing to a distorted song. They don't want to hear that there's something wrong with the rhythm they live their life from, or like something like that. This is a part of their foundation. So if you say something, they may gaslight you, ostracize you, shun you, or something like this. So you may oftentimes keep quiet, even though you are very aware of what's going on here. And my guides wanted me to share this skit I made about setting boundaries with toxic family. I specifically made this with setting boundaries with toxic family after you leave high demand religion, but this could resonate with so many different things, so many different aspects of life. And anyways, watch it. It may be relevant. And then we're going to get into the energy of the person or people attached to you. You know how ever since Ashley left the church, she's just had like this terrible attitude. She stands up for herself now. She speaks her mind, and it makes me feel really uncomfortable. And she's talking about religious trauma. Get real. There's no such thing. Like, she had the audacity to set a boundary with me. I've never done anything wrong. I go to church every Sunday. You know what I think? I think she's crazy. Yeah, she's actually crazy. She left the one and only true church, and now she's going around trying to help other people heal, and that's just all wrong. Jesus never stood up for anything. He just said, love one another. Exactly. Jesus stood for nothing. Like, really, who does she think she is? And how does she have the audacity to set a boundary with me? Yeah, she's totally crazy. Really, I'm the one going to church, and so my opinion and my ideas are more important than hers, and she really just needs to shut up because I know best. And she thinks she's healing by setting these boundaries and doing all this stuff, but she's delusional. She is absolutely delusional. How could you leave the one and only true church? Only people who go to church are good people. And now Ashley's bad because look at the choices she's made. And she's struggling now. She's hurting right now. That's because she left the church, not because I'm a problem. Exactly. This is what happens when people let the devil take over. They lose everything. Honestly, I don't even want to be friends with her anymore, and I've stopped talking to her. And she's reaching out to me saying that maybe I should study things instead of just judge her. But I already know all I need to know. I've had the confirmation in my heart, and I feel really comfortable at church, and I don't like discomfort, so I'm not going to be leaving the church because that would be too uncomfortable for me. And I'm also not going to study its history or look into anything Ashley's saying because that's just not what Jesus would do. Even though she's reached out to me in kindness and love and trying to communicate with me so many times, like, I just don't feel comfortable. I'm going to judge her, shame her, and try to belittle her, gaslight her, and make her feel like garbage because I don't want to feel uncomfortable. Exactly. The prophet said we shouldn't even take counsel from her. We should like completely disregard everything she says. And I believe in the prophet, and so that's what I'm going to do. Moving into the energy of the people or person attached to you, we have crown chakra coming out upright. And I feel like this is, again, your energy. I feel like you see these people, not just the imbalanced energy that they're operating from, but you may even understand why they do what they do to a certain degree. the lyrics that they want me to share to represent them come from Accentuate the Positive by Bing Crosby, and they go like this. You gotta accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In-Between. And I feel like if you speak up and say, hey, you know, this is a toxic pattern that we're living out, this is a toxic environment, or whatever it is that you would want to say, they would call your boundary just coming from a negative place. Like, oh, you're just being so negative. Like, why do you got to nitpick at everything, or something like that, and make you feel like you're a bad person because you're saying, hey, we've got a problem here, or something like this, and we need to fix it. They don't want to hear that. And so anyone who speaks about that is going to be shut down, put down, and scapegoated as well. And I feel like you know that, and that's why you're staying quiet in this situation. These people or person are also fearing losing control of a situation. It's like they know how to dance to the distorted song, but if you change the song, they're not going to know what to do with themselves, or something like this. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. You could be dealing with narcissistic parents. If it's not parents, it could be like any narcissist in your life. They wanted me to share this quote, and it mentions narcissistic parents. That's why I'm bringing it up, but it could be anyone. The quote goes like this. Narcissistic parents are not just abusive, they literally make sure that no one will believe you. And they typically do this in 5 ways. Number 1, they paint themselves as the victim. They will tell everybody that you abandoned them and that they're the one that was injured without telling anybody why you had to make such a hard decision because of the way they treated you and because of their own actions. Number 2, they'll twist your healing into an act of betrayal. So the fact that you had to set boundaries then becomes the thing that betrayed them and caused the family harm. I've experienced this, okay? They really do this. And number 3, they'll plant seeds of doubt. They'll say things like, I don't know, I think it's her mental health, or I don't know, they've just changed a lot lately, or it's because they're hanging out with so-and-so, or because they've gone to therapy. How dare you? And then in doing all of this, they create number 4, which is calling in the flying monkeys, where they recruit people who actively be on their side and against you, so that no matter how many times you try and share your story, nobody's going to believe you and everybody is gaslighting you. Number 5, they rewrite the past. Suddenly everything in the past that happened was beautiful and wonderful. Everything except for you. You were the problem, you were always the problem, and now you're just an adult who is also the problem. So there's that. I feel like you may be aware of this pattern, and you may be done with this pattern and ready to move on. And it's almost like, let these people live in their delusion and move forward and create a beautiful life for yourself. And because you can't change people, right? So it's almost like your freedom is found in being aware of all of this and allowing people to be in balance. The energy between the two of you is the base chakra in reverse. And I would say the most important thing is knowing that this is not about you, this is about them. And yeah, stand in your power and, let the truth of who you are be told to your spirit and your heart, not from anyone else. So that's the message coming through for you this weekend, Aries. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Libra, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Libra, know that these energies can always go vice versa. So just take the reading as it resonates. But I don't even know why I said that, actually, because there's someone here who's taking over the whole reading when I'm trying to tap into the energy connected to you or your energy. I can't find it. So what I'm seeing here is that someone has had an awakening It's like something they didn't understand before, something they didn't see before, they are now seeing or will be seeing this weekend. And it's changing the way they see everything in your connection, because I feel like you showed up in a way in this connection with them. You may have been suffering mentally, emotionally, physically, and they didn't understand fully as to why that was happening. And they may have treated you in a certain way that was harmful or cruel, and they're really, really regretting that now. And we have 2 songs coming out to represent this person. First, we have Stay by Kid Lario and Justin Bieber, and the lyrics go like this. I do the same thing I told you I never would. I told you I'd change even when I knew I never could. I know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. And then we have White Fire by Angel Olsen, and the lyrics go like this. If I had only an answer to put it all to bed, I wish sometimes I could take back every word I said. This person is really regretting what they did to you, how they treated you. And I feel like now, because they're understanding that they came in at a very vulnerable time for you, and I feel like this has something to do with your health as well. They're having some sort of aha moment about you, and the reason I'm saying this, it probably has something to do with your health, your mental health, physical health, because my guides want me to share this video that I made regarding that, about the patterns that make us sick. And I feel like those patterns may have been very alive and well in this connection with this person, and they're realizing that now. So if you suffered in this connection with this person, and that suffering manifested in your life somehow, in your body, in your work, in your mental health, or anything, this person is waking up to the fact, like how they showed up directly affected you at a very deep level. And because they're having this awakening, they're feeling a lot of empathy, compassion, gentleness. It's like there's a huge shift coming around in this connection, because this person is waking up to who you are and what it is that you've been through, and what it is, because maybe there's a lot that you didn't say, or a lot that was misunderstood in your connection, but this person is understanding it now. So that may be nice to know for you or something, but my guides wanted me to share the video that I made with you, as it may provide further understanding of the situation. So I hope this resonates, and I'll just share the video and we'll close the reading. Well, have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next time. Did you know that the energy of oppression, manipulation, and control and gaslighting in your life can directly affect your health? And for someone who doesn't know how to stand up for themselves, or doesn't know that they have the right to say no, or to stand in their power against these energies, they can become very sick. And you may wonder how I would be able to even say such a thing. The reason I can speak very confidently and from a place of knowing on this matter is because I made a discovery by reading an ancestor's journal who had the exact same disease as I have had, who suffered in the same ways, and who was under the exact same oppressive and negative energies that I was in. I suffered for 15 years from rheumatoid arthritis, and it disabled me. You can see my hands are so deformed. It disabled me. But it was upon reading this ancestor's journal that I discovered what these energies are and how they directly affected his body, and it woke me up to the energies that I was under in my own life and how they were affecting my body as well. And after this awakening, I began to release myself from situations, relationships, high demand religion, and things like that that were giving me these kinds of energies, oppressing me and silencing me. And it is upon doing this that I have become more and more free, and I am now medication free. you might say, Ashley, how could you blame your health on your environment? And I could say that's the same as blaming rain on a rain cloud. And when you're in the middle of a storm, at the beginning, it might feel a little uncomfortable. It might, hurt your heart sometimes. But if you continue to ignore it, that storm just gets louder and louder. And if it's never seen and addressed or acknowledged by the people you're dealing with, or even within yourself, it turns into a raging storm inside of your body. And the reason it manifests in this way is because it's asking you to heal it. Your body's asking you to love yourself enough to free yourself. Your body is your greatest gift and the medium in which your soul speaks to you. We just need to learn to listen. If you would like to learn more about my journey and the story of my grandfather and about the patterns that make us sick, you can check out my book. You were always meant to be free, dear heart, in mind, body, and spirit. Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Sag, know that these energies can always go vice versa. But what I'm seeing here for you is the Passion card and the third eye chakra in reverse coming out. And when I pull on this, when this card comes out in my readings, oftentimes I pick up the energy of a light worker. And I'm picking up that energy in this reading again. And what a light worker does is they come to this planet, they're born under really toxic circumstances, family dynamics, generational trauma, and then once they discover who they are and their power, it's almost like they burst the light that they have outward, and you can see that happening here. And because of their love and because of their compassion for those around them, they actually expose the toxicity of their environment. And this is a very difficult path, but it's such a beautiful path at the same time. And I'm seeing you kind of, in this energy. And you are surrounded by someone, maybe multiple people, but there's someone that is around you that doesn't understand. It's on with the third eye chakra coming out in reverse. This person doesn't understand what you're doing, and it's almost like they're walking around blindfolded in their life. And this person also really wants to have control. The lyrics representing their energy come from the song Control by Zoe Wees, I think is her last name. And they go like this: I don't want to lose control, nothing I can do anymore. Trying every day when I hold my breath, spinning out in space, pressing on my chest. I don't want to lose control. And I am getting a parental figure coming through here. This could be a mother, father, mother-in-law, father-in-law, or grandparent. And technically it could be anyone in your life, but I am picking up those energies specifically. And it's almost like this parent or this parental figure is trying to control you. They want to control you. They don't like the feeling of losing control. And it's kind of like you can see this beautiful light and energy that's coming out of the very core of who you are, your authenticity and your truth. And it's almost like this parental figure is trying to smother that. And they want you to show up a specific way that's in alignment with what they want and what they understand. But because they have the third eye chakra in reverse, it's almost like, number one, they don't realize that you're perfect just the way you are. And number two, they're so disconnected from their intuition that they may not even be showing up as they truly are themselves. And my guides wanted me to share this quote. It says, I don't care if my mother-in-law is disappointed in how I turned out. I'm not too keen on how she turned out either, respectfully. So you may look at this person and be like, wow, how are you even judging me because you're not perfect? Or like, how you've turned out isn't the best either, or something like this. You may be having a lot of conflict with whoever this is in your life. And the energy attached to this person, we have divine consciousness coming out in reverse. So we have them showing up twice in reverse. This person is sleepwalking in their life. And I feel like maybe they feel like they are divinely led. They are intuitive. They know all these things, but it's coming through that they actually don't know. And it's so interesting because the song that's coming through to represent their energy is Playing with the Big Boys Now from the Prince of Egypt. And if you're not familiar with this is when Moses goes to Pharaoh. It's a movie. And he says, "Free my people." And Pharaoh's like, "You can't tell me what to do because I have all these fake gods to tell me, like fake gods backing me up." And he tries to intimidate Moses into feeling afraid to stand in his power and his light, and in demanding the freedom of his people. So that might be relevant to this situation. You have a very controlling parental figure, and it's almost like you're standing here saying, I deserve to show up in the world as I truly am. I deserve to be here. And in my authenticity and truth, and they're coming in and be like, "No, I've got all these fake gods that are telling you, and I'm telling you because they stand behind me and I speak with their power. No, you cannot." This is super toxic. This person actually is feeling a lot of fear and panic because the light that you are shining on this situation, the toxicity, is scaring the hell out of them. And so they may be trying to make you feel feared, like make you doubt yourself that you're wrong, to cover up or run away from the fact that they might be wrong. And the energy between the two of you is emotions. You can see the stress, the anxiety, the fear, the mask. There's a lot going on here. And this person may switch up on you a lot, like, "Oh, we're friends today, but we're not tomorrow," or something. Or there's just like a lot of emotion behind this and in this connection. And my guides also wanted me to share this quote with you. This is by Reed Olson on TikTok. And it's a conversation he's having with a bystander. He says, "Hey, you parked on my foot. What's your problem?" So someone drove over his foot, and the bystander says, "I don't think he has a problem with you. Then why else would he park on my foot and ignore me?" And the bystander says, "I think he's deaf." "Hey, you're on my foot," he says. "He must be blind too." "Well, then why is he driving? I hate this guy." Whoa, wait. He's not doing this on purpose. You can't be mad at him. "I can absolutely be mad. He's hurting me." "I guess you can be mad, but right now the only thing that matters is getting this car off your foot. And if you want it to move, you're going to have to move it." "What? I can't push a car alone." And the bystander says, "Look around. Everyone's focused on their own problems. No one's going to come save you from yours." "But I shouldn't get hurt because this jerk can't pay attention. That's not fair." "But it does make sense." "How?" "He has no idea he's on your foot, and he's not going to realize it anytime soon. You tried asking and that didn't work. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to fix it. So go, dude, push the car. You don't have a choice." And then he proceeds to push it off. People don't usually step on your toes on purpose, but even so, asking nicely doesn't always solve the problem. If you want something to change, it's up to you to change it. So this person may have parked on your toes, may have really hurt you, but the only reason they did this is because they're walking around in their life blind, and they think that they're connected, but they're not. And just because you are exposing light on the imbalance, the toxicity, or whatever, it doesn't mean you're wrong. So don't stop standing in the light that you are and that you came here to be, Sag. So that is the message coming through for you this weekend. I hope it's a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Scorpio, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross-watchers, welcome. Scorpio, know these energies can always go vice versa. But the energy that I'm seeing you in this weekend is this energy of trying to find emotional balance and trying to find like peace and harmony in your life. And it's kind of like that is your focus. But as you are moving toward peace and harmony, I'm seeing you having to stand up for yourself, speak a truth. And it's almost like, to achieve this peace that you're seeking, it's important that you focus on self-love and know that it's okay to love yourself and put yourself first in this situation, because I feel like you're dealing with someone who can be emotionally immature, someone who can be also very cruel. And this could be someone in your family, because we have this energy of family kind of driving you crazy right now. But really it could be anyone in your life. And the lyrics that my guys want me to share to represent your energy this weekend come from Speechless by Naomi Scott. And they go like this: written in stone, every rule, every word, centuries old and unbending, stay in your place, better seen and not heard, but now that story's ending. So I feel, maybe to keep the peace in your environment, you have chosen to, just stay quiet, go along with what everybody wants, even if you don't agree with it, even if it doesn't feel right to you. And it's almost like you're done with that. The quote that they want me to share says, you're done with narcissistic abuse when you choose to have no more broken promises, blame, shame, lies, manipulation, power plays, and control in your life. The song What About Us by Pink is coming through as well. And that song is all about, what about everyone that you've lied to? What about all the broken happy ever afters? Like, what about us? And I feel like that's the question your guides are asking you this weekend. What about you? And the reason I feel like they're asking that again is because you have put others before yourself for so long, and you may be attached to an energy that knows that you have the tendency to do that, and so they take advantage of your loving nature. This kind of looks like the Ace of Cups card as well, and that is the energy of unconditional love, like overflowing love for people, and that energy can be taken advantage of when people know that you hold that, but and also that you'll stay quiet to keep the peace in your family or in a relationship that matters to you. But it's time to ask yourself, what about me? And know that it's not selfish to do that. It's so important, because if you don't take care of you, then you can't take care of anyone else. You can't take care of anything else, and it's time to put yourself first. There's someone attached to you that understands the energy that you're in, someone who has a lot of love and compassion for you, because they understand the wound and they understand how difficult it is to reclaim yourself from a narcissist, and how difficult it is to stand in your power in their presence, because they've spent, if this is family, they've spent a lifetime really disempowering you and gaining power over you as they disempower you. And it's almost like there's this energy of really trying to send love to your heart and power to your heart, so you can know that you deserve this. I don't know if this is an actual person, an energy coming from your guides, ancestors, or what this is, but they're coming through and trying to send you so much love. And the oracle card coming through to represent their energy is inner child. It says playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. And I feel like whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, as you stand up and reclaim your power from it, because this is the yellow is representing the solar plexus chakra, which is all about reclaiming your personal power. You are going to be healing your inner child in ways that you didn't know you needed healing. And the lyrics that my guides want me to share to represent the energy attached to this weekend come from Cheer Up Charlie by from the musical Willy Wonka, the old one. And they go like this. Look up, Charlie, you'll see a star. Just follow it and keep your dreams in view. Pretty soon the sky's gonna clear up, Charlie. Cheer up, Charlie, do. Cheer up, Charlie, just be glad you're you. And my guides wanted me to share a video that I've made previously in this reading as a message for you too. So when you're trying to set boundaries with someone who is emotionally mature, if you're trying to express how you feel when someone's hurt you, and they can't handle it, what they'll do is they will hear all the information, and instead of, giving themselves this opportunity to grow and change and to deepen your connection with them, they're not going to do that. What they are going to do is they're going to try to project all of their toxicity onto you, because it hurts too much to take responsibility for themselves. So they have to make you the villain. And know that it's okay to stand in your power. Know that it's okay to heal from being taken advantage of for so long. The energy between the two of you and your guides, or you and this loving energy, is pleasure. And says enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. But I'm seeing you deserve to live a life that is relaxed and calm and peaceful, not in constant fight or flight, not in having to please other people. My timer's off, I gotta go get dinner. But you deserve to just be at rest and to be able to enjoy your own energy, and it's not selfish to do that. You're healing from the inside out. So keep going, Scorpio. That is the message for you this weekend. I hope it was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Capricorn, and welcome to this weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross-watchers, welcome. Capricorn, know these energies can always go vice versa. But what I'm seeing here for you, Capricorn, is that you are at a choice point in your work, mostly. I feel like you may be feeling a little bit tired. And I feel like you've been working really hard toward a goal, but it's kind of not going the way you wanted it to, or not progressing as fast as you wanted it to. And this energy check is coming in as like a very loving kick in the pants from your guides. And they do this to me all the time. I just happen to be a Capricorn, and this resonates. So the lyrics that they wanted me to share come from Try Again by Aaliyah. And the lyrics go like this. If at first you don't succeed, then dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. And I feel like this is like the work that you're doing. This is requiring some true grit to get through this. And I feel also that there's a lot of information coming in, like divine information coming in toward you. And you can open that channel even deeper and further than you have, but you're staying in your comfort zone. You may be nervous to present more of what you have to share, but your guides are saying, if you are receiving this information, apply it and share it in whatever way that you feel called to do, not in whatever way you feel comfortable, because I can see you're staying in your comfort zone here, and there's a lot more that you can do, and your guides are saying, like, do it. And whatever your work is, you can apply this quote to that. It is about a social media influencer, but you can apply it to anything. And your guides are, the main point of this quote is to say you're not failing. It's just time to put in more effort. So This is very blunt, so don't take it personally, but here we go. It says, of course you're not an influencer who blew up overnight. You post... Sorry, I'm laughing because it's calling me out a little bit. You post once a week, have 80 followers, your content looks like it was edited on a microwave, and you disappear for 6 days. 6 days straight. Like, people are waiting for your comeback tour. Babe, you're not you're not shadow banned, you're inconsistent. You say you want to grow, but you haven't even committed to showing up for 30 days straight. You don't engage and you don't plan. It's giving, I just woke up and remembered I have an account. You're not failing, you're just not doing the work. Influence doesn't come from vibes and ring lights alone. Either treat this like the job you want or stop wondering why no one's watching. So that's the energy check for you, Capricorn. And the energy connected to you this weekend that's coming through, I feel, well, they're being represented by this card. It says guidance. And at the top it says support, love, signs, and direction. I feel like this person may be watching you, whether you are an influencer or not. You're really helping them. And when you take your 6 days off, they're like, where's Capricorn? Because there's the energy of missing people coming through as well. This person, yeah, they may get a lot of support and guidance from what it is that you're doing. Or if you're not an influencer, it's just like how you move in the world. Or yeah, it's something like that. And when you're not showing up, this person misses you. But the song that they wanted me to use to represent their energy comes from My Sharia More by Stevie Wonder. And the lyrics go like this. In a cafe or sometimes on a crowded street, I've been near you, but you never noticed me. My Sharia More, won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that smile I wore, how I wish you were mine. So this person actually, I don't know, they may have been around you and you didn't notice them, or it's like they're watching you and you don't know this or something. This person may have love for you. If it's not romantic, it's just like this person is like really appreciating your work, but you haven't noticed them. Maybe knowing that people appreciate your work is the inspiration to keep going or something like that. And the poem that my guides wanted me to share to represent this person's energy comes from Dan Whitman. He's an amazing poet. Check him out. But it goes like this. Look at you healing. Just when you thought it wasn't possible, you dropped your losses and softly called that you're done grieving. You're done seeing yourself as someone who will never move on, and so you picked up the little pieces of your past self and held on to what you hold true to you. And just look at you, further along than you thought, even if it's just a step or two. A better you who lets you do what's best for you. So I guess it's true that we're stronger than we ever imagined. And so on those gray days when you feel a little further from being healed, know that there's a person in the mirror who slowly figured how you feel and found the fact that you're a being made of stardust. And it's about time you realized how powerful your space really is. So this is kind of like a message from this person to your heart, Capricorn. This person may be a part of why you have taken a break in your work is because you have been working on healing, but this person is seeing you push through and remain true to you, and they're wanting you to know how powerful your space really is. And oh, it's gonna make me cry. So that's the energy that you have attached to you, Capricorn. So if you are working on whatever it is that you're doing, don't give up. Keep going, keep going, keep going, because your presence is felt when it's missed, when you don't show up, and don't give up on yourself also is the message from your guides this weekend. Push through, keep showing up, keep doing the work because it matters. And so I hope this was helpful for you, Capricorn. I hope you have a really amazing weekend, and we'll talk to you next time. Hey Taurus, and welcome to your weekend check-in. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Taurus, know that these energies can always go vice versa, but what I'm seeing here for you this weekend is that you have been on a healing journey from a specific connection. Your guides are asking you to continue staying motivated and perseverant toward your healing. Take action and to help you move forward. There may be a lot of emotions here that you're processing or that you're dealing with from your other person. But I do see you being divinely supported. Ancestors, guides, maybe coming through in dreams or sending in signs and symbols to help you navigate this difficult relationship. I'm also seeing that this is an important time to protect your sacral chakra. This is all about your sexual energy. This is about your creativity. This is about, the most sacred aspects of who you are. And really, it's a time to protect yourself and really, nurture yourself. There's a truth and honesty that's needed in this connection you have with this person. But I think first you need to be honest with yourself about who it is that you're dealing with and really take care of you. Take care of you and know that there's just this self-discipline coming through and being empowered. It may be really easy to get sucked into this person's energy, to a toxic pattern with them or something like this. But right now, as you have been working on healing from this connection, it's like you're this little seedling and your guides are saying, protect yourself and be honest with yourself. The lyrics that my guides want me to share to represent your energy this weekend come from One Little Soldier by Regina Spektor, and they go like this. One little soldier talking to the others, one little soldier calling out the cowards. So I feel like this person may have felt like they can rule the world, that they can rule you, that they may have a very grandiose ego, and I feel like you may be coming to realize that you just need to let go of lost causes when it comes to this person. And my guides wanted me to share this quote, and this obviously will not resonate for everyone, but you could put in place, I'm just going to read it. It says, your boyfriend's not gay. He would have been gay, but now he's a narcissist because he suppressed his gayness for so long. And if you're not dealing with someone from the LGBT Q community, it could be this person you've been dealing with has suppressed their authenticity so much that they became very misaligned and, like I'm saying, grandiose and egotistical. There's some sort of wounding that this person has in denying who they actually are that really caused them to be misaligned. And the energy connected to this weekend is being represented by these cards. First, we have relationships and this family card in reverse and presence in reverse. And what I'm seeing here is that this person has wanted to belong for so long. And I feel like even from their childhood, they didn't feel a sense of family. They didn't feel a sense of belonging. And not like they didn't have this sense of community or like a tribe around them. They never felt nurtured and comforted and supported. And because of that, it's been really difficult for this person to be present in their life, to be aware. The top of this card reads awareness, attention, reality, and connection. So this person really struggles living in reality because they feel like they don't belong. And because of this person uses intimacy and relationships to fill in the gaps of this feeling like they don't belong wound. And And it's almost like they look for people that they can take energy from, people that they feel will help them belong more. And they take the energy from them and they energy swap with them because they hate this feeling that they don't belong. So what they'll do is they'll try to make the people connected to them feel like they don't belong. You don't belong because you're this and that. You're not good enough. You're ugly. I don't know what this person says, but the reason they do that is because they don't know that they belong, that they can belong, that they're okay. They use their relationships with other people to kind of fill in that gap. And they drag other people down to make them feel better about themselves. And so it's really toxic energy, but it comes from a place of really deep, deep wounding. And the song that my guides wanted me to use to represent this person come from Ren by Ren Gill, and they go like this. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think those doctors are really there to guide you? You've been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of the white noise. Follow this 10-step program. Rejoice. All your problems will be gone. I don't want to read the last line, but so this person, honestly, this person may be struggling with some mental health issues as well. And this song is about Ren having a conversation with this really negative thought pattern or voice in his mind, and he's really struggling with mental health, trying to recover. And it's like there's this dark energy following him around saying, no, you can't, you're bad, this is bad, you can't leave me behind. This person may really struggle in their healing, and they may reject help from outside sources that could really help them. But instead of like seeking help for their healing, they just seek relationships, people who they can attach their energy to. And my guides want me to share a video that I made about energy swapping and narcissists, and you can see if that resonates. So the truth about a narcissist is that they are very traumatized individuals, and they seek out and target people who are powerful and standing in their light so they can siphon that energy for themselves. Because honestly, the energy that they've created and even the personality that they've created, they don't like it. And they can't even stand their own damn selves. And so what they're doing is they're trying to energy swap with someone who's powerful and someone who's standing in their light, like someone who has good energy. They will target you for that. It's not because you're insecure. It's not because you're less than, like they try to make you believe. It's actually because you're powerful. And I mean, let's get real. You're dealing with a narcissist, and they're not stupid, and they are going to purposely attach to someone who is powerful so they can energy swap with them, because they want your power, they want your light, they want your personality, because they have none. Okay. And what they'll do is they'll get to know you really well. They'll get to know how you operate, and then they will seriously take over your personality. They'll start talking like you. They'll start behaving like you. They will energy swap. And then that makes it easier for them to project all that they are and all the bullshit they did to you onto you, because they've taken over you. Does that make sense? It's like super messed up. And so protect your energy. And yeah, if you are with someone who kind of starts taking over your personality and blaming you for all that they are, run like the freaking wind. But before I share that video, they wanted me to share this card to represent the energy of your connection, and it's called creativity. And on the bottom it says imagination, expression, originality, and passion. And I was like, well, what does that mean in this reading exactly. So I clarified, and they gave me this quote from the Adam Project, the movie, and it's this man's child self talking to him, and it says, I think it's easier to be angry than it is to be sad, and I think when I get older I forget that there's a difference. So this person, to hide their sadness, to try to deal with the sadness they feel, they have chosen rage and anger. And there's this energy between the two of you. This person, it's like an invitation to go back to their child self, to tell the truth to themselves and the world about who they are, so they can heal from the inside out. And so this imbalance of rejecting themselves because they feel like they don't belong will really come full circle, because that rage won't be needed anymore. That rage is asking for change, and it's not asking for change to happen from the outside in, but from the inside out. So that's the message for you this weekend. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time.